This is Daniel. Daniel is dead. Daniel killed himself on August 11, 2016. He was a victim of bullying. In an article by U.S. Weekly Magazine, published on August 13, 2016, by Nicholas Hotman, he talked about how 13-year-old Daniel of Staten Island, was bullied by kids at his school, to the point where he felt like he didn't have any help, so he hung himself. His older sister found him in the family attic, hanging by a belt. Daniel left a 2-page suicide note. I'll read you a line from that note that his dad shared with the media. And I quote, "I give up. The teachers, they didn't do anything." End quote. Daniel felt like he didn't have any help when it came to school and teachers or his parents and these kids bullying him. He was only 13 years old. Daniel is unfortunately not the only victim of bullying, and that is not the only form of bullying. There's also a thing called cyberbullying. This happens online. It's said that 1 in every 4 kids is bullied at some point in their life. That means at least one of us in this room were bullied. In a report by Fox 17 News, West Michigan, on July 21st, 2015, they talked about a little 13-year-old girl named Zoe Johnson. Zoe also killed herself. She was a victim of cyberbullying. What makes it worse is that her story was shared on Facebook. And on one of the posts of her story on Facebook, one of the girls that bullied her wrote, and I quote, "Good, you're gone." Did you know that in 34 states, and only 34 states, cyberbullying is illegal and actually a crime? There's actually 16 states that do not have any laws against cyberbullying. Let me name those to you just so you can understand how many. Alabama, Connecticut, Hawaii, Indiana, Maine, Michigan, Montana, New Mexico, North Dakota, Ohio, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. That's way too many states. And these children like Zoe and Daniel are not protected. I fear as parents, as role models, as adults and citizens, that we have a duty to stand up for these kids that are not able to stand up for themselves. We are supposed to be advocating for these children, protecting them, and making them feel safe at school, online. If we don't, it might be too late. I just fear, I have 2 kids, a 10-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I just fear that the world is getting worse. So if we don't do something now, it's said that the rate between 10 and 13-year-olds committing suicide has increased by 50% over the last 3 decades. This is 10 and 13-year-olds. So again, if we don't do something now, I feel like tomorrow it might be too late. It is for Daniel and Zoe. When it comes to bullying, you think, could I have done something? Should I say something? And the fact is, you could. You should. Whether it be talk to the teacher and have a conference with students and bring the students together and find out why they're picking on these children. People get bullied for all different reasons. Weight, race, religion, the clothes they wear. And, there's no way to really stop it. But if we make it such a serious thing, like a lot of schools in Arizona fortunately have a zero bullying tolerance, I think that's very important. We need to implement that everywhere. So again, please reach out, please speak up, please, for Daniel and Zoe and for the kids that are not harmed. Thank you.